Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing well. I honestly haven't been very active on YouTube recently because I just haven't felt like drawing, but I thought today, instead of drawing, I could show you all how I decorate/journal in my planner. Thought that would be kind of fun since it's art adjacent. So recently my friend taught me of the wonderful world of Hobonichi planners, and I decided to buy one to have for 2026. As you can see, there's a lot of blank paper in the back, and I've been using it as an excuse, of course, to use up stationery that I've had and acquire more. I'll take you all through the sorts of materials I've been using to decorate in a minute, but for now, these are all the spreads I've made so far, and I'll be making another one in this video. But first, an intro into what I'm actually using these blank pages for, since obviously I'm not writing my day-to-day because the planner bit of this planner hasn't actually started yet. A lot of it's just like writing about my day-to-day, like something that happened to me. One of the days I went out with my mom and looked at the fall colors, so there's a page on just seeing the leaves. One of these is some notes I took on looking for an apartment since I'll be moving soon. I have some book reviews, things like that. A lot of it's in foreign language just because I have to keep up with my Japanese, of course, and the best way to do that is to write. And also I'm maybe currently tentatively learning Norwegian, so that's what that has going on there. Now we get to move on to my actual stationery materials. So here's everything I've been using recently to make these spreads. At first, I was like, oh man, I have to buy so many sticker sheets. And then I was like, no wait, I can just do this myself, which I did, and I want to continue to do. But also, there's a lot of stuff I have just lying around in my house that I realized could be really useful for decorating. A lot of the stuff you see me flipping through here comes from a Nintendo magazine I had from 2023. The little book jackets that come out of Nintendo DS games, because I still have my Nintendo DS game cartridges for some reason. Some wrappers and labels that I thought were cute, and also the little periodicals they put in new manga that shows what other manga is coming out from that same publisher, if that makes sense. Not sure if that last one really makes any sense, but if you know, you know. It's a little booklet inside the manga when you buy the manga. Of course, I also had a lot of stickers and washi tape already lying around, so it's not like I started from nothing. I have a storied history of using washi tape, but I do have to say it's been really fun to look at paper materials in a new way. Like, I've cut the labels from some bottles that I think are cute, and I cut a bunch of stuff out of a magazine that's from 2 years ago, and if I didn't have this planner, that stuff would either be trash or just lying around in my room without any use, so I'm glad that I get to put things to a new purpose that they wouldn't have had otherwise. I also wanted to mention the artists whose stickers and washi tape I purchased for this project. No, not necessarily this project, but for whatever journaling projects I have. I've spent so much time on Etsy recently looking at sticker sheets, and so much of it is just drop shippers claiming they've handmade something. I know it's been a problem for a while, and it's even worse with AI now, but I can't take it. So whenever the opportunity arises, I have to shout out some really cool artists who are real and make real stuff, so let's do that real quick. Most of the Genshin stuff you see here, which maybe you haven't seen yet, but will definitely be featured later on, including the washi tapes, are by Cwilock. Sorry, I can't pronounce names. Cwilock. Cwilock. That's what we're gonna go with. They have some really awesome prints and stationery on their website, so definitely recommend if you're a Genshin fan, or they have some other fan art as well. Stuff like that, go check it out. The Yotsuba and Future Cupid sticker sheets are by Amatchworld on Etsy, and the Choco Cat sticker sheet is by Gumicroc, also on Etsy. I'll have all of this information linked below, too, just in case you want to take a look at their stuff. I definitely would recommend it, because support your small artists, guys. Do it. You can tell from my collection of stickers and tape and whatever else that I have some very clear favorite pieces of media, Sanrio being one of them, as you can see right now. Nintendo's another big one. I cut a lot of stuff out of that magazine, as I was saying, so Zelda is my number one, but Splatoon, Fantasy Life. Guys, if you know Fantasy Life, please leave a comment. I feel like this is that like locked away memory of a game that I had when I was a kid that nobody talks about, even though they just made a new one. Okay, whatever. But like, guys, join me in being a Fantasy Life lover, please. Pokemon, I have a lot of Pokemon stuff. I found some Pokemon cards. I cut one up later and pasted it into my journal, which maybe makes people a little bit angry, but you know, if it's just gonna lay in my room, I'm gonna use it. So there was that. But yeah, just like a lot of pop culture, anime, manga, of course, as well. That, Panda. Some weird stuff. I have some Pikmin. I have Wario for some reason. I don't think I'm ever gonna use Wario because he's not aesthetic enough. But yeah, I think that's all I want to say about my stationery collection. So let's move on to actually making a spread. Alright, so for these 2 pages, I decided to do a purple and blue color scheme. The first thing I do is choose some possible stickers and designs that could fit here, but since I'm writing on these pages as well, I prefer to do the writing portion first so that the spacing is correct. Also, I'm more likely to mess up the writing and it makes me nervous, so I just like to get it done quick. Of course, I also had to make this experience educational somehow because I can't help myself. So here you see me writing a little bit on a book I'm reading in Japanese, and then on the other side, I'll be writing in Norwegian. I'm like tentatively learning Norwegian right now, but I like to start with my stronger language so I can think more about what I'm saying first. The summary I'm currently writing about is a horror novel called From the Depths of Dark Water by Suzuki Koji. The book is made up of a bunch of short stories, which is good for me as a language learner because I have a short attention span. And the one I'm writing about here is called Cave. It's about a fisherman named Hiroyuki, he sucks, who kills his wife, and then just kind of him dealing with the fallout of that. That's not really spoilers, by the way, because it's pretty clear at the beginning of the story that Hiroyuki is abusive and an alcoholic, and his wife has quote-unquote disappeared. So yeah, read between the lines on that one. kind of a heavy topic for me creating a really cute journal spread, but duality of man, I guess. Anyways, it's been an interesting read for the Halloween season, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants a scary novel written by a Japanese author that has an English translation. So yeah, that's From the Depths of Dark Water, if you're interested in it. Incidentally, if anyone has any questions about language learning, if you want to get into it, I could totally give you tips. If you want to comment anything, I could make a video on it, even though this is an art channel. So I'm trying and failing to stay on topic. But yeah, I am pretty fluent in Japanese, obviously English, native language. I was at one point fluent in Spanish. I could get back there. I can read novels, so that's pretty good. And now I'm like kind of learning Norwegian, so I have some experience. If you guys have questions, I could totally make a video on it. But enough about that. Back onto the art, sort of. As you can see here, I'm making the most of these pages by writing incredibly small, which, sorry if you can't see it that well. But I'm doing this because I realized recently that there are only so many blank pages in this planner, and I've got to make them last through all of 2026. So while I still want to use my Hobonichi now, even though the calendar part doesn't start for another 2 months, it starts, 2 months? Yeah, it's October. It starts in December, so I get that last month of 2025 before moving on. But I'm trying to conserve space right now where possible. Also, it makes mistakes harder to see, which makes me feel better about things when I'm writing in a way that I don't understand very well. Yeah. So, the writing is done, more or less, and with the writing done, I get to decorate a bit more, and I decided to use one of those manga periodical things that I tried to describe earlier. I tried to use one of those for the manga Chojin X as the background on the left side. I kind of regret doing this, honestly, because the purple was a hard color to match with anything else, with all the other blues and purples I have, but it just didn't look right. But it is what it is. I as you can see, I cover it up with a star sticker I got from somewhere, some Sanrio, and then the Space Cupid sticker sheet. I use a couple of those as well. One of the things that I kind of struggle with, which I'm sure a lot of people will relate to, is with using stickers, it's like you only get the one. You only get the one, so you have to decide where to use it, and when you use it, you're never gonna get it back. So like the Cupid, Future Cupid, I think that sticker sheet is called, that set, and then the Jingcho set, and then this Black Star, all of those are like kind of one-offs, and this is kind of the first time from the spreads that I've made so far that I'm committing to using stickers that are unique and I know I'm never gonna get back, which is like kind of a weird fear, I guess, to have, to be using these stickers and being like, oh my god, this is gone forever, but it's not really gone forever because obviously it's in my planner. But yeah, like, do you guys get that? Sometimes I just amass this collection because I'm like, oh, I can't use it yet. It has to be the perfect time to use it. And you know what? No, whatever. This is the perfect time. I've made the spread. It looks great. And here it is, all zoomed in so you can see the writing a little bit better. It's my 0.2 font handwriting. But I hope you guys like it. I hope you learned something. Maybe that'd be cool if you learned something. And I'll see you in another video. Maybe I'll actually draw this time. We shall see. But thank you for watching. Bye.